Yes, it's Thursday. It's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? This Thursday, I'm thankful for tools. Yes, tools. Things that help us to do a job more effectively, quickly, and in some instances, efficiently. Something that we can use to speed up a process. Something that helps to get us to the end goal. Having the correct tools is very instrumental. I know I say tools and a lot of people think of various different trade careers that come to mind, whether you're a plumber, electrician, a carpenter, a cosmetologist, somebody that lays ties, somebody that works with their hands with baking, and all of these things. We think of a lot of things that people actually have in their cabinets, in their drawers, and various different things, and we have various different tools. But guess what? Even us in the creative space, even us that are working in this digital era, has a lot of tools, whether it's simple as our laptop, our cameras, our software that we use. All of these are tools that we use to do the job, that helps us to do it more quickly, more efficient, more effectively, more efficiently. Tools is something that a lot of people, sometimes you hem and haw and you try to figure out, do I need that tool? Is it going to help you? Whether it's simple as buying a new piece of software or a tradesman adding a new tool to his toolbox, you have to figure out what's the return on the investment. You have to figure out, when I pay for this, will this help me to speed up my job? Sometimes you buy tools, and speaking of some from experience, you have some you need it just for this specific job that you're doing right now. And quite frankly, you don't know when you're going to do this job again. But that tool speeds it up. That tool is the difference between you having to call somebody who's going to charge you $75 an hour when you can pay $14 for the tool itself, probably never use it again, but you have the tool to do the job yourself. Was it worth the investment? Tools. I want you to start to look at the tools that you're adding in your year. Last year we talked about the power of the start. Previously we've talked about projection, we've talked about analysis, and I want to talk to you about tools. It's early in the year and I want you to start to add tools to your toolbox. And one of those tools that you can add to your toolbox is books. Those are instrumental. Regardless of what field that you're in, buying books to help you understand a process and to further equip you in the skill set that you're in, it gives you an advantage. It equips you with those tools, whether it's understanding processes, creating strategies, and trying to figure out how things are going to work. Those books can teach you those things. That's one thing that you can invest in. Do not try to figure out, or do not try or spend the time just figuring it out on your own when there's books that you can use to get you to the end result quicker, faster. A next thing that you can invest in is online tools in terms of using YouTube. Invest in some type of learning academy. As simple as, if you're into carpentry or cabinet making, you say, you know what, instead of me watching Netflix for hours on end, what I'm going to do is find a YouTube channel that teaches me that, or they show how they do it, and you watch that for an hour. Try doing that 3 times a week and see if your skills improve. I bet you start to confirm some things that you know, and you start to pick up some other things that you can put in your toolbox. Simple as you doing hair, baking cakes, whether you're a content creator, all of these things, you have something that you can learn from somebody else. Yes, tools, stuff that help you, items that get you to a destination faster. Something that you can do, something that you can add to your toolbox that can help you to do the job quicker and faster. I'll tell you a quick story before we go. Yesterday I had a flat tire and I pulled out the jack, pulled out the tire iron, but one thing was missing was I didn't have an electrical wrench to take the nuts off, because they put it on with an electrical wrench and they looked like they over tightened it. I didn't have the manpower. I tried to step on it. I didn't have a braking bar. So here's what I had to do. I had to roll my car down to a tool place, down to a tire place that had the correct tool to get the tires off. Yes, tools. That's what I'm thankful for. You go out there, start to equip yourself with the correct tools, and watch your job become much easier and you become much more effective. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. Go out there and garner more tools.